Alright, hello tarot friends, this is Ultraviolet Morgan, and this is tarot spread. This is a deck interview tarot spread, or intro to your deck, based on exercise from Tarot Wisdom by Rachel Pollack, and taken by me from a video, so not directly from the book, but from somebody else who was using the spread, possibly in a slightly different way, but this is the way that it works out for me. So this is the Fountain Tarot, and this is the deck interview. And what is the soul of this tarot deck? We have the Two of Swords. So I would say that this is about the inner vision, and also about sort of the conflict, the contrast, the push and pull, the yin yang, I guess, to go there. But and also, you know, with swords, this is not necessarily meant to be a comfortable or easy deck, but one that is insightful, and one that has, you know, there's a little bit of struggle with it, and but that's the sort of a positive aspect of that, with the struggle and the learning, and the reminder, sort of, there's the with the Two of Swords, you kind of have the concept of the sort of binary, you know, two, the one single effort has now split into two. You now have your two separate opinions, ideas, directions, etc. And so now you have this conflict of rather than the single-mindedness of the One of Swords, now you've got, okay, for example, the head versus the heart, but you also have sort of a reminder of the third option of the intuition. So I always think of it as the head versus the heart, because her eyes are covered, and she usually has the swords across her heart. And so also maybe a deck to make you think about what's the third option or the other option outside of the expected two choices, I guess, or like sort of thinking outside of that. My belly's making funny noises. What does it express openly? And we have the Six of Wands, so we have this sense of victory, and the wands in this are, I was going to say victory and energy and light. The wands in this are mostly very sort of like lasery, very, very light, illumination, right? So victory of illumination, kind of a new way of seeing, which we also see with the Two of Swords, like a different way of seeing beyond the eyes, you know, limiting some senses in order to strengthen others, or focus more, you know, strongly on others. What mysteries does it contain? We have the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords, I feel like this is talking about the mystery of the pain that comes with growth and expansion. The pain that comes with growth and expansion. And also the Three of Swords is when the decision is made, the tie is broken from the Two of Swords. And so you've got, you know, this sort of uneasy piece of the Two of Swords, where you got two sort of battling each other or whatever. Then a third comes in, breaks the tie, brings new information. Now we have a winner and a loser. Now we have pain associated with that growth. So I also, for me, the Three of Swords also can represent the both growing pains and the pains of labor pains, sharp stabbing labor pains. And so also we could say that contains the mysteries of birth and life and pain, right? And why pain is a great mystery. Philosophers have always wondered, why do we have pain? Why do we need pain? Do we need pain? Can we eliminate pain? Can we eliminate suffering? Should we eliminate suffering? Buddhists, they want to eliminate suffering. Other areas may feel that suffering is I don't know what the word is. Schools of thought may feel that suffering is important in some way. I do like what Dr. Mystical said recently about going on a hike, even though the weather, it was humid and it was very uncomfortable. It would have been easy to stay inside, and I wish I knew exactly what he said. It was like, I didn't want to be inspired. I just wanted to literally, even though I wasn't there, in my brain, mentally, I wanted to say, why put myself through this? I'm just gonna stay home. But then he kind of went on to talk about basically having this sort of faith in yourself that you can get through these types of things, which, life gives us these things eventually anyway. And so it is kind of really important. And speaking of, even as I mentioned, labor before, my first 2 kids I had with no type of anesthesia, no type of drug. I was very gung-ho, natural childbirth, blah, blah, blah. I didn't really pay any attention or listen to the options in terms of pain. I still think it's great, to each their own. Once I got into the heavy part of it, I was begging for pain meds, and they told me that it was too late at that point. We were too far along in order for them to administer the medications that were available at the time. So, however, the point being, I went through this labor. Luckily, it was fairly quick, but it was quite an ordeal, and it gave me strength for many years through a lot of things where I felt like I faced this, I got through this particular trial in life, I made it through this labor, and even the second one, and it gave me the very sort of, I can do anything feeling, because I knew, looking back, what I had faced, and so, that strengthened me. So, yes. So that's what I feel like the mysteries contained in here are those mysteries: life and death and pain, in the dirty, dirt, and the parts that aren't always pretty, clean, and nice. If you've had a baby, you definitely know. So what gift does it give us? So the final card, of course, is the Fountain card. I swear, I think I probably did a deck interview years ago with this, and I'm sure that way back when I first got it, that the Fountain card came out to tell me about the Fountain deck. I didn't want it to. I really didn't, but it did. So, since this is a unique card to this deck, I always have a really hard time with it. But what gift does it give us? I would say, just looking at this and just thinking about the deck itself, it gives us the gift of a different perspective, looking through a prism, a specific prism of light. It gives us a gift of a perspective into this prismatic realm where we see the way that light separates and bends, but also where it all is actually one. So this says, the fountain exists outside and beyond the cycles of birth, death, time, and form. It is a nameless, changeless source of which everything is part. It is the waking from the dream of separateness and identity, and the recognition of oneself as not only connected to all things, but all things divine nature. So it's like the, like we're not all part of God or the divine or source or spirit. We are source. Or, we are all both part and all of. It's like the microcosm and the macrocosm, or as above, so below, as within, so without. Everything, like we are the world, we are the world. But like, there's like a world within us that mirrors the world without. So, what the fountain appears in your reading, relinquish all illusion of control and remain quiet. It invites you to observe, master less, and to just be effortless and indistinguishable from life. You are the voice and the breath of the universe. So that I do feel like it does give a gift of observation as well. Oneness, a moment of cosmic clarity, fully awake, the end of seeking, enlightened being, surrender to that which you are, whole and perfect. Reversed, identification with a role or personality, fear of being alone, mind obsessed, separation from source, resistance to or denial of reality. And the key word for this card is be. What gift does that give us? It gives us the gift of simply being, and understanding our place as a part of everything, and everything being a part of us. So, yes, this little deeper, esoteric kind of deck. So I'm just gonna look at the keywords for these as the answer. What is the soul of this tarot? Two of Swords. So the soul of the tarot, inner conflict. Inner conflict is the soul of this tarot. So this tarot is about exploring those inner conflicts, that inner conflict within. Is that repetitive? A little bit. What does it express openly? Six of Wands. Hope and motivation. So, the soul is inner conflict, but the open expression is one of hope and motivation, which, if you think about it, victory is not possible without conflict. Now, is it? This is about rising above the limitations, which you just can't do without conflict. It's like Randy Pausch, author of the last lecture, says the brick walls aren't there to keep us out. The brick walls are there to separate us from those who don't want it as badly. So if you've ever gone to a concert and you paid for really cheap seats, a lot of times the fans are just like there or whatever for something to do, or they like it, but they're pretty polite. If you look at the people up in the front, they're super excited. They paid the extra. They're the crazy fans. Like, they really want to get close to the, you know, to the band or the performer, and they want to be a part of it. They want to feel the sweat, and they want to, like, you know, those. So that higher cost is the wall that separates the really excited fans from the people who are just like, there, you know? So, like, if everyone could be up front, why? I mean, you know, those people don't even want. Sometimes people in the back do want to be up, you know, closer, but just saying. A lot of times you'll see they're just not that they're just like kind of, it's just a way to spend some time, you know? 3, so what mysteries does it contain? 3 of Swords. I can never do anything short. Even this little 4-card spread is already over 15 minutes. What mysteries does it contain? A shattered heart. The mystery of a shattered heart. I'm just going to leave that there because I feel like it's very interesting and it just says it all on its own. Because it is a mystery, for sure. And what gift does it give to us with the fountain? Being. So, thank you for watching my deck interview of the Fountain Tarot. Be sure to subscribe for more tarot-related content and hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos or go live. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up, of course. Easiest way to let the algorithm know that you enjoy my content and that people enjoy my channel. So until next time, tarot friends, be well.